The torrential rain doomsday arrives. My ex goes crazy for $0 looting. I'm eating chips at home, casually singing, laughing at my ex's shattered dream of wealth, ending up in a deep underwater sleep. The TV is broadcasting a red alert for rainstorms. My boyfriend excitedly thinks the apocalypse has come. He tells me he's going to the supermarket for $0 looting. I hurriedly hold him back from leaving and gently advise him to wait a bit longer. Fiction novels are unreliable. If you're not careful, you'll commit burglary and regret it when you get free silver bracelets, handcuffs. My boyfriend nods, listens to my words, and pulls back his foot from the door. Neighbor Wu Dalin goes $0 looting and brings back lots of supplies, exchanging them for beautiful women and plenty of food. My boyfriend hates me for blocking his path to wealth and pushes me off the balcony when I'm bringing in the laundry. When I open my eyes, I'm back to the day the rain started. Hui, later Brother Wu, and Brother Lu Mao will take us for $0 looting together. Hurry up and get ready. Hearing the scumbag boyfriend's voice, I rush towards the window. It's pouring heavily outside. The water level has reached an adult's thighs. I am pleasantly surprised. I actually got reborn and came back. In my past life, it was also this day. The world suffered a catastrophic rainstorm. Drainage systems couldn't keep up. Multiple accidents occurred. The whole city is filled with ambulance sirens. The authorities noted everyone is making emergency repairs at home, advising everyone to stay indoors and not go out. All sorts of opinions appeared on the internet. This rain has been pouring since dawn, without any sign of stopping. Yeah. Do you guys think it's really the apocalypse? I just went out for a bit. The water is murky and bottomless. It's so scary. I'm doomed. I don't have any supplies at home. The scumbag usually loves reading doomsday novels on his phone, even listening to doomsday audiobooks to sleep, and doesn't put it down during meals. He firmly believes in these doomsday theories. Hui, are you deaf? What are you zoning out for? Hurry up and find a big bag to pack supplies later. The scumbag's disgusted voice interrupts my memories. I take a deep breath, moving my feet to find a bag while thinking. Reborn for another lifetime, I decide to respect other people's fate and no longer stop the scumbag from $0 looting. But how should I escape? I grab a huge woven bag from the storage room. Passing by the bedroom, my eyes glance over a fruit knife, and I suddenly think of a great idea. After leaving a mark on my skirt, I apply a transparent band-aid, then take out the manhwareccomendation black wing cushion, recommended by my bestie Wonwon. The texture is hydrating and not dry at all. The powder sifted through the double mesh is fine like cream, to prevent the scumbag from finding the wound. If I don't use it now, when will I? Wow, the effect is really good. It's completely covered. Usually using it for makeup is light and natural. The coverage is also great. No cakey feeling at all. It perfectly sets on the skin after forming a film. Even if my face is covered in tears from crying, I don't have to worry about exposing myself. It stays on all day. I approach the scumbag. I got my period. The water outside is too cold. I walk up to the scumbag holding my stomach. Didn't your mom say we need to get pregnant soon to get married? The scumbag snatches the bag and says to me with disgust, "Why are you so overly sensitive? What impact does soaking in water once have?" I point at the mark on my skirt and say, "It's really a lot. My stomach hurts to death. If you don't go, figure out what to eat yourself when there's no food later." Seeing me curled up on the sofa in pain, he remains indifferent. He angrily slams the door and leaves. I hide behind the peephole and confirm he went to 901 Woodalang's house. Since August this year, the hallway outside has always been full of trash. Too lazy to argue, I installed a new type of surveillance camera at the door. If not used now, when will it be? Just after opening the device, their conversation outside the door is transmitted. "Brothers, are you ready? Let's go." Sigh, women are more careful. Too bad Hui refuses to go. It's more convenient for us 3 men to move anyway. I usually like working out, so my stamina is slightly better than an average girl's. Why did the scumbag want me to go so badly? While thinking, the 2 girls from 903 step into 901's door, proposing to go $0 looting with them. Wu Daling and Lu Mao initially scowl, wanting to refuse. But the scumbag rolls his eyes in thought, approaches them with a smile, and persuades them that it's more suitable to bring the girls along. Only I know how much the scumbag despises the 2 girls from 903. He tells me every day they wear too few clothes, asking me to stay away from them, lest I get corrupted. Seeing them heading out with their tools, I immediately run to the window and peek out. I see Wu Daling and Lu Mao carrying out a kayak and putting it into the water. The scumbag is helping the 2 girls climb aboard. Residents upstairs also start shouting, "Wow! You guys actually have a kayak. Brothers, can you bring some stuff back for me? Didn't the government tell us to wait for rescue at home? It's dangerous outside. Come back quickly." The scumbag puts on a raincoat and gets into the kayak. The apocalypse is coming. You useless trash won't survive a single disaster in the community. When we build our base, we won't take deliverymen like you. Hearing this, the community falls into chaos. People press against the glass to watch. They seem to be going out to find supplies. Is it really going to be the end of the world? As the scumbag and his group's figures fade away, some people with gloomy faces pull others aside, whispering among themselves. The scumbag, having read so many doomsday novels, has forgotten that when disaster strikes, human nature is the most terrifying thing. Thinking of this, I take out some iodine, peel off the band-aid, treat the wound on my palm, and apply a new band-aid. This apartment was bought for me by my mom. The scumbag was laid off by his company a month ago. Having no place to live, he moved into my place, under the beautiful pretense of nurturing our relationship. Our building layout is 4 apartments per floor. 901 is occupied by Wu Daling and Lu Mao, 2 thugs. Every day, many shady people go to their place to eat, drink, and play, shouting loudly until midnight. I've complained to property management and the police many times. Every time someone comes, they behave for a few days, and then resume causing a ruckus until 3 a.m. a few days later. 903 is occupied by those sisterly beauties. They work as live streamers. 902 was bought for my bestie Wonwon by her father. But because she is studying abroad, she hasn't moved in yet after the renovation was completed. One of the rooms is filled with leftover renovation tools. The area in front of the closet is also piled with delivery boxes. Usually, we are inseparable. That's why we bought apartments next to each other. So she also gave me a key to her place. I occasionally help her receive packages and such. I directly pull out my phone and send Wonwon a voice message. "Hello, bestie. I need urgent help." I explain the situation in a few words, and Wonwon readily agrees. I immediately take the key and go to the closet. Open the closet, pull back the curtain to reveal that door. Will this choice help me escape my destined death? I arrive at house through the secret passage. Looking at a room full of delivery boxes, I open and check the packages she sent in advance one by one. First, I take 4 steel rebars, cross and fix them in front of my own front door, bracing them against the walls on both sides. Then I take out the clothes drying rack Wonwon sent earlier, place it on both sides of the door and weld it dead. This way, it'll be hard for anyone outside to breach the door by force. Even more surprisingly, I find a chainsaw. Plugging it in, it immediately emits a buzzing sound. At this time, the phone on the table rings. It's a voice message from Wonwon. Her place has the latest security door, telling me to stay there peacefully. In the kitchen, there are rice, noodles, grain, and oil sent by her dad, plus a few boxes of instant noodles and snail rice noodles. In the unopened packages, there are nuts she sent from abroad, cookies and other snacks. In the box under the bed, there's even a hidden electronic crossbow. You take care of yourself too. I will gladly accept these things. Hanging up the phone, I sigh in relief after confirming the supplies are complete. All that's left is to wait peacefully. It is already dark now. I charge all the electronic devices in the house and fill the bathtub with water. For safety, I find 2 relatively hidden corners and separately store emergency supplies. Then I cook a large pot of rice, stir-fry some pork with chili peppers, and eat delightfully. In my past life, power and water were cut off on the 3rd day of the rainstorm. Internet and natural gas on the 4th day. Well fed and watered, I lie on the bed and gradually fall asleep. At 4:30 a.m., I am awakened by a sharp, miserable scream. I tiptoe to the window and use binoculars to look down through the curtain of rain. The water level is almost flooding the 1st floor. 3 men are sitting in the kayak. Wu Daling and Lu Mao are tightly guarding bags of supplies. The scumbag is holding a knife, glaring at everyone in the building. Neighbors on the 2nd floor corridor reach out to block them. And among them, a young girl is desperately struggling in the floodwaters. It's the older sister from 903. Just as she is about to climb up, she gets pushed back down by a long pole extended from the building. Brothers, we only want 1/3 of the supplies, and we'll let you pass. Wait. Why don't I see that younger sister? Wu Daling and Lu Mao exchange a glance, but say nothing. The scumbag, however, raises his knife and aims it at the girl who is trying to climb onto the kayak. With a brief scream, she quickly sinks into the muddy floodwater. The scumbag, with a dark face, points his knife at the crowd and shouts, "Let's see how you threaten us to hand over supplies now. The apocalypse is here. Whoever wants to rob us, ask the knife in my hand first. I have just calmed my wildly beating heart." When rustling footsteps come from the dirty hallway, I immediately grip the crossbow tightly. In the quiet room, only my heartbeat remains. Following that, urgent knocking sounds at the door. "Hui, I'm back." "Open the door." I can see clearly through the monitor. It's the scumbag. Wu Daling and Lu Mao are busy moving supplies into 901. Half of it is still on the floor. The scumbag keeps knocking. His knife strike temporarily intimidated everyone. Seeing that I don't open the door or make a sound, the scumbag impatiently wipes his knife. "Hui, open the door quickly. Don't force me to act." He leans in close to the door, hearing no movement, suddenly raises his long knife and hacks viciously at the door. I am so scared I clutch my pounding heart. Outside, the scumbag fishes out a bunch of keys and sneers in a low voice. "Hui, if you don't open the door for me, do you think I have no place to live? Those 2 little bitches in 903 are dead anyway." Turns out, Wu Daling and Lu Mao originally wanted to loot the supermarket, but the supermarket front was already in chaos. The scumbag and his crew could only shift their target to a nearby convenience store. They quickly spotted a couple on the roof, with a large amount of supplies piled behind them. The couple was happily waving, thinking rescue had arrived. As a result, the scumbag went up and pushed the woman directly into the water. The man wanted to fight for his life. The scumbag immediately pulled the younger sister from 903 to block for him, and quickly finished off the man. On the way back, they made the older sister from 903 sit at the front of the kayak. Right when they got downstairs, the sister was dragged off the boat by the neighbors. And that single knife strike from the scumbag completely subdued everyone in the entire building. If the person who went $0 looting was me, I wouldn't have survived until now. Outside the door, the scumbag is still trying to entice me. "Hui, I have lots of supplies now. Open the door quickly, I'll let you live comfortably. You know, I love you the most." Listening to his nonsense, I let out a low laugh. Getting no response, the scumbag angrily hacks the door a few more times, and finally can only drag the supplies toward 903. On the 3rd day of the rainstorm, power and water are indeed cut off. Luckily, I dug out a few boxes of candles. Used sparingly, they are enough to last a long time. After the power outage, the phones of those unprepared quickly die. In the homeowner group chat, there are only a few scattered messages, asking who has candles. I look at the candles by the sofa and don't dare to make a sound. At this moment, the scumbag pops up in the group. I have them at my place. Whoever wants them, come queue up at my door. You might get some food too. Really, I want some. Me too. Is it real? Of course. I can also lead you to find supplies and build a base. To be the boss in the apocalypse. He looks at Wu Daling and Lu Mao. Am I right? Right, we listen to Brother Boo. Then our base will be called the Scumbag Base. I'm coming right now. I'll be the first to join. No rush, help me with a small favor first. I'm just about to see what they're going to do next. When I'm suddenly kicked out of the group chat, it seems the scumbag's next target is me. I carefully check the doors and windows again, staring intently at the monitor. The 4 long, heavy footsteps echo in the hallway. The scumbag brings a group of people over. Hui, your apartment has been requisitioned by us. Get the hell out. You are not allowed to take a single thing with you. The rain is still pouring. The second floor is already flooded. Hui, I am your boyfriend after all. If you listen to me, I might share some supplies with you. His hypocritical face makes me sick enough to vomit. The government will send rescue soon. Just wait to be arrested. Outside, Wu Daling angrily kicks the door. Brother Boo, stop wasting time talking to her. Smash the door. Suddenly, the sound of continuous banging erupts. 10 minutes pass. The door hasn't budged an inch. They can only give up temporarily and turn around to leave. Soon, agonized roars come from upstairs. On the 4th day of the rainstorm, the internet is completely cut off. Fortunately, I made some cooked food in advance. I take out a few rice balls to fill my stomach and lie on the sofa resting with my eyes closed. Suddenly, chaotic arguments echo in the stairwell. I'm glad my surveillance system has no network and can still clearly capture the footage. Scumbag, by what right did you steal all our food? HMPH, if you're willing to join us, we share the supplies. If not, then go to hell. The argument leads to nowhere. The scumbag has the numbers advantage. Several neighbors are beaten and flee into the stairwell, followed by consecutive wails from inside. Those people can only huddle on the lower floors waiting for death. In the entire building, except for my place, most of the supplies were robbed by the scumbag. By evening, the rain gets heavier. The water level rises to the 6th floor. I finally safely pass the date of my death from my past life. More people mean higher consumption. The scumbag can only send Wu Daling to lead people out to find supplies. But the people who went out quickly fled back in panic. The rain outside is too heavy. Several people were swept away by the flood. The scumbag ponders for a moment, his gaze fiercely turning towards my house. My heart rate accelerates. The unease grows stronger. Brothers, Hui definitely still has food in her house. And the survivors downstairs can be scavenged again. With greed shining in their eyes, a group comes fully prepared to smash my door, while another part rushes towards the stairwell with a snort. Thankfully, I prepared in advance. In the bathtub next door, I poured several bottles of laxatives into the water. I also left some expired dry biscuits in the kitchen, and tied a long rope to the water pipe on the balcony. Looking at the monitor, I vaguely feel the whole building shaking. Soon, the people downstairs find nothing and return disappointed, while a hole is smashed into my door. Everyone immediately floods in. Someone quickly finds clean water in the bathroom. The food in the kitchen is also found. The people who went to the balcony find the long rope too. Looks like Hui has long escaped. Brother Boo, let's eat something first. The group eats the biscuits and greedily gulps down the water. I hold my breath, quietly watching the monitor. Not long after, the scumbag is the first to rush into the bathroom, followed by a group of people scrambling to run out. An hour later, the scumbag is slumped on the sofa, dehydrated. The hallway is also covered with collapsed people. By midnight, they all develop a high fever. I take out a drone, stick a note on it, and fly it near the neighbors who were robbed by the scumbag. Footsteps soon come from the stairwell. The scumbag and his group eventually end up in the calm water, splashing up a series of water blossoms. A few dark shadows. Find the food I hid in the trash can. Turn around and leave the ninth floor. Without the scumbag, the neighbors in the building move to the top floor and live peacefully. I only eat one meal a day and live a stable life. A month later, the rain outside finally stops. The surviving people in the community cheer with joy. That day, rescue supplies are distributed on the roof. I look at my supplies that can still last a week, and do not go out. 3 days later, many cleaning crews arrive in the community. I also go downstairs to help clean up. After another 3 days, I walk out onto the street beside the brand new community.